Have you ever stopped to think what happens when human creativity meets artificial intelligence? Art, which for centuries was an exclusive reflection of our experience and emotion, is now challenged by machines that create with algorithms. Are we ready to rethink what it means to be an artist? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating intersections between authorship, creativity, and the AI-generated art revolution. Get ready for a journey that will change your perspective on the future of artistic creation. The rise of artificial intelligence, AI, in artistic creation has been a true revolution. For decades, art was seen as an exclusive domain of human creativity, where emotions and personal experiences shaped each work. However, with the advent of AI, new possibilities have emerged that challenge this conception. The emergence of advanced algorithms, capable of analyzing and reproducing diverse artistic styles, marks the beginning of a new era. Artists and programmers have come together to create tools that allow machines to learn from masterpieces of the past, bringing to light an art form that is simultaneously ancient and innovative. These systems use neural networks to identify patterns and create images, music, and even literature. The process generated by an AI can be fascinating, generating works that range from recreations of classic paintings to musical compositions that touch on human emotions, but which were produced without a human hand behind them. This new way of creating provokes reflection on where creativity and authorship reside. If a work is made by a machine that learned from humans, who really is the artist behind it? This question will permeate not only our understanding of art, but also how we value creative expression in the digital age. The history of art is full of moments that mark transitions and innovations. With the arrival of artificial intelligence, we are experiencing another of these transformations. At the end of the 20th century, digital art began to gain popularity, but it was in the 2000s, with the evolution of AI technologies, that the scenario began to change radically. Early attempts to create art with machines generally involved programs that generated simple images or visual effects. However, the big breakthrough came with the development of algorithms such as generative adversarial networks, GANs, which allow AI to create stunning works of art. They work through competition between two neural networks. One generates images, while the other evaluates whether they resemble real works of art. This dynamic results in increasingly sophisticated creations. Historic moments, such as the sale of the work Edmond de Bellamy, created by AI, for more than $432,000 at auction, highlight the disruptive potential of AI in art. This event symbolized an acceptance, albeit controversial, of AI's contribution as a co-creator in the artistic world. This context leads us to question the traditional role of artists and to reevaluate what we consider to be genuine creative processes. The introduction of AI into the artistic universe has brought profound changes in the perception of what art is. Previously, art was evaluated based on human criteria, where the artist's intention, the technique used, and the emotion transmitted were the pillars of evaluation. However, when a machine begins to produce works, a new dilemma arises. Are the aesthetic quality and emotional value of creations generated by machines inferior, equal, or even superior to those made by humans? What should we consider as originality in a world where algorithms reconfigure and reinterpret styles? This new dynamic has caused critics, historians, and the general public to review their concepts about authenticity and creativity. AI-generated art often provokes mixed reactions. Some see a beautiful fusion of technology and creativity, while others argue that the essence of art, that which communicates a human experience, is irreplicable. This transformation leads us to rethink the relationships between art, artist, and spectator in an era where technology weaves the fabric of creativity. Several contemporary artists have explored the possibilities of artificial intelligence in their works, each approaching the technology in a unique way. For example, artist Refik Anadol uses algorithms to create immersive data-driven installations, transforming information into artistic visualizations that reflect the fluidity of time and space. His works captivate audiences by transforming abstract data into exciting visual experiences. Another example is the Artifice Collective, a group that sets out to explore the potential of AI in artistic creation, using this technology to question and dialogue about identity and authorship. Exhibitions around the world where these works are presented attract both art lovers and technology enthusiasts, showing that the intersection between both worlds can generate rich discussions about the future of creativity. Artists like Sogwin Chung, who merges manual drawings with AI algorithms, reaffirm the importance of collaboration between human and machine, suggesting that art is not a competition, but a creative dance where both elements coexist and inspire each other. These stories illustrate not only technical innovation, but also deep reflection on what it means to be an artist in the machine age. Authorship is a concept that refers to creation and artistic responsibility. In its purest meaning, it refers to the act of creating something original, where the creator's intention and personal experiences are intertwined with the final product. In the digital age, the concept of authorship begins to take on multiple layers. The introduction of artificial intelligence into artistic production challenges the way we understand who the true author is. When an algorithm generates a work from pre-existing data and patterns, questions arise as to whether we can still attribute authorship to the human artist who developed the software or to the algorithms themselves. For example, if an artist instructs a machine to create a painting, does the authorship fall to the artist who programmed the AI or to the machine that executed it? The discussion about authorship becomes even more complex when we consider the fact that many of the algorithms learn from a huge database of existing works of art, generating reflection on whether these creations are truly original or just reinterpretations of human creations, previous ones. Thus, exploring what authorship really means in the digital age is not just an intellectual question. It is a journey to redefine the very essence of what it means to create, in a world where the line between human and machine becomes increasingly blurred. Although artificial intelligence is often seen as a powerful tool, heated debates arise about its real capacity for creativity. Human creativity has always been considered something intrinsically unique, an expression of the human condition full of emotions, personal stories, and social contexts. However, AI raises the question of whether it can actually be creative, or whether it merely simulates human creativity by processing data and generating new options based on what it has learned. For example, a program might create a melody based on the characteristics of several hit songs, but can that melody actually convey a deep message or emotion that listeners expect? While some argue that art made by AI lacks the human touch, others argue that these tools are extensions of creative capabilities, expanding the scope of what is possible to create. So the question is not just whether AI can be creative, but how it redefines the concept of creativity and whether it could even enrich the artistic experience for audiences. The fusion between AI and human creativity can generate a new way of seeing art, where machine and author collaborate, producing works that are, at the same time, a reflection of man and machine. Notable cases of authorship disputes illustrate how new technologies challenge traditional notions about who can be considered an author. An example that draws attention is the case of artist Trevor Paglen, who used an AI to generate images and then claimed authorship of the creations. On the other hand, the work Edmond de Bellamy, generated by AI, raised questions about whether the machine can be recognized as the author of its own creation, since it was an algorithm adapted to recreate classic styles. Furthermore, the case involving the song Dawn raised controversy over the songwriting credit between the human artist and the AI software used for its production. After that, the debates intensified as many argued that if an artist uses an algorithm to create, he should have his name next to the work, while others maintain that, because it is a machine, the work should not have authorship attributed to anyone. These examples demonstrate not only the confusion in terms of copyright and recognition, but also how the evolution of technology forces us to reconsider concepts that were once clear. They provoke profound discussions about what constitutes an author, leading to a reassessment of the interaction between art and technology in the contemporary world. In the digital age, responsibility for authorship becomes a topic of utmost importance as the line between human creators and machines begins to blur. If an artist uses artificial intelligence as a tool in their creative process, to what extent can this work be considered an extension of their own authorship? It is vital that creators recognize and take responsibility for the implications of using automated technologies, understanding that in doing so they open themselves up to a new dialogue about the interpretation and reception of the work. Furthermore, whoever programmed the algorithm or developed the AI also bears some of this responsibility. The decisions a programmer makes, The data he uses to train the machine and the guidelines that establish the software's behavior directly influence the final result. This raises the need for a digital ethic that guides the creation and use of AI in art, promoting an ongoing discussion about the limits of creativity and authorship. Responsibility in digital authorship is not only a legal issue, but also a moral issue. We need to reflect on whether, by accepting that AI creates art, we are also accepting that part of the human creative essence can be delegated to a machine, and how this can impact, in the long term, our conception of what it means to be an artist. Therefore, it is essential that, as a society, we work together to understand and regulate these new dynamics, ensuring that technological evolution in art is carried out with awareness and respect. AI creative processing is a fascinating dance of algorithms and data. Unlike humans, who feed on personal experiences and feelings, artificial intelligence depends on a vast field of information to generate new content. In these systems, creativity manifests itself not through emotions, but through the analysis and combination of patterns. AI uses large databases to recognize common traits in human works, highlighting aesthetic elements, narrative structures, and even feelings that predominate in different artistic styles. When instructed to create a new piece of art, the AI not only repeats what has already been done, but reinterprets and combines these influences in new and surprising ways. The process begins with choosing a style or theme, followed by the generation of several variations, until reaching the final result. Although this method may seem mechanical, the resulting works often display an aesthetic complexity that can rival art created by people. This ability to create diversity from a specific set of data places AI as a new creative agent, revealing to the public the adaptability and technological innovation that shape our concept of art. Comparison with human creativity is an aspect that raises many discussions and debates. The human ability to create art is intrinsically linked to lived experiences, deep emotions, and social contexts. Artists make use not just of techniques, but of an intuition that derives from their personal history and their environment. On the other hand, AI, as impressive as it is, lacks this emotional and historical dimension. It does not feel and has no intuition. Its understanding only depends on the analysis of data that already exists. While an artist can transform a personal pain into a powerful work, AI can only reproduce patterns found in works that have already been created. However, this lack of emotion in creation by AI is one of the points that differentiates it. Art generated by a machine may not resonate with the public in the same way, but that does not diminish its value as a product of technological innovation. The question, then, is not to look at AI as a replacement for the human artist, but to understand that its contribution comes from a new conceptual and aesthetic paradigm, where creativity is a collective action between human and machine. The understanding of human creativity deepens even further when we consider the connection between art and society. Each piece of art produced by humans reflects a moment, a struggle, an achievement, or a dream that dialogues with local and global culture. This social interaction is something that AI cannot achieve. Although he can create works that appear aesthetic in their own right, there is no intrinsic access to a historical context that informs this creation. Human art is generated in a fertile field of social, political, and emotional interaction. For example, a painting can capture the spirit of an era, a song can evoke memories of a generation, and a poem can speak to the struggles of a people. AI therefore produces art that may be exciting or visually impressive, but fails to offer the same social and narrative echo as a human work. This is one of the critical points that generate discussions about authorship and meaning in contemporary art. How to balance technological innovation with social responsibility and the emotional connection that traditional art brings to communities. This reflection becomes essential when evaluating the future of artistic production, always remembering that, despite innovations, the essence of artistic creation can be human interaction. AI in different art forms manifests itself in varied ways, demonstrating the flexibility and infinite possibilities this technology offers. In the field of painting, for example, machine learning algorithms are used to analyze and recreate styles of masters such as Van Gogh or Picasso, while new styles can emerge from completely innovative trends. In music, intelligent systems have the ability to compose soundtracks that unite different genres and cultural influences, generating melodies that can please both critics and the general public. Regarding literature, AI can generate short stories, poems, and even entire novels, using narrative structures that imitate the human way of telling stories. Furthermore, digital art has also benefited enormously from AI, creating interactive experiences where the viewer becomes an active part of the work, establishing a new type of relationship with art. These innovations show that, even though it does not match the depth of human experience, the creativity of AI opens doors to new forms of expression. Thus, by observing the diversity of artificial creativity, we can glimpse a world where art and technology coexist, expanding our understanding of what it means to be creative. The aesthetic value of art generated by artificial intelligence, AI, is a topic that raises intense debates and reflections. Aesthetics is often understood as the ability of a work to provoke emotions, sensations, and beauty. However, when we discuss art made by machines, a question arises. Can the aesthetic capacity of works generated by algorithms and neural networks be equated to those created by human hands? It is interesting to note that, even though a machine is responsible for the creation, the works often have striking visual characteristics that can, in fact, enchant the public. The use of machine learning techniques allows AIs to analyze thousands of works of art, understand styles, colors, and compositions. This means that his creations often challenge traditional aesthetic norms, providing new visions and interpretations. Furthermore, the viewer's gaze, who brings their own experiences and emotions to the appreciation of the work, also modifies the aesthetic perception of this art. Thus, art generated by AI provokes a reflection on what is, in fact, valued, the work itself or the experience it provides. This new conception of aesthetics leads us to rethink our way of looking at art and consider what translates into true aesthetic value in a world where collaboration between human and machine intensifies. The critical and public reception of AI-generated art presents a multifaceted panorama. On the one hand, we have groups that celebrate these creations as a new form of artistic expression, recognizing their innovative potential and the new narratives that emerge from them. These enthusiasts see AI art as a fusion of human intellect and computational ability, pushing the boundaries of what we consider to be genuine art. On the other hand, there is significant resistance that questions the authenticity and emotional depth of works produced by machines. Traditional critics often argue that without human subjectivity, AI-generated art lacks a deeper meaning, an autobiographical purpose that connects the work with the experience of life. This division is also reflected in the public response. While many viewers are drawn to these new creations and find them fascinating, others feel disconcerted and suspicious, questioning whether AI can truly reflect the complexity of the human condition that art has always captured. This duality of reception opens an important dialogue about the evolution of art, where different visions can coexist and generate new discussions about the role of the creator and the essence of artistic creation. Over the past few years, several works created by artificial intelligence have generated controversies and discussions in the artistic world. A notorious case is the auction of the painting Edmond de Bellamy, which was created by an algorithm and sold for more than $432,000. This sale not only challenges the way we value art, but also questions what authorship means in the digital age. Critics have approached this work from various perspectives, pointing out both its explosive commercial value and the absence of a human artist, generating an intense discussion about the legitimacy of AI-generated works in contemporary art. Another example is the work of artist Mario Klingemann, who uses algorithms to create art based on a series of images and videos, provoking reflections on what constitutes the creative act. The reception of their works is often a mix of fascination and strangeness, with critics debating whether algorithms can be considered legitimate creators or mere reproducers of styles. These interactions reveal a fertile space for debate, where AI-generated works not only generate new visual forms but also challenge convention, forcing audiences and critics to reconsider their own preconceptions about what art is. Future perspectives on art criticism generated by artificial intelligence promise to be broad and complex. With the continued advancement of technology and the increasing presence of AI in the artistic field, new forms of expression and collaboration are likely to emerge, driving the need for a new critical approach. Critics and curators will be faced with the challenge of adapting their methodologies to evaluate and discuss works that mix human technique and computational capabilities. This may include consideration of the algorithms used, the data that feeds the AIs, and even the intentions of those who program these systems. Furthermore, it is crucial that future discussions involving art and AI focus not only on the resulting aesthetics, but also on the social and ethical implications surrounding the attribution of authorship and the valuation of artistic creation. Dialogues between human artists and machines will continue to evolve, providing new narratives and insights into creativity and expression. Therefore, art criticism in the age of AI will not only be an analysis of works, but also a deeper investigation into the essence of human creativity and how this intertwines with technological advancement, establishing a fertile field for reflection and innovation. Artistic creation. In recent years, we have observed emerging trends that have shaped the use of artificial intelligence in art. One of them is the increasing combination of traditional art with digital technology, in which artists from different disciplines are incorporating AI tools into their creative processes. This fusion not only enriches the palette of available tools, but also opens up new possibilities for innovation. Another important aspect is the growth of collaborative platforms where artists can interact with AI algorithms, allowing human creativity and machine analytical capacity to complement each other. AI becomes a kind of co-creator, enabling the generation of works that perhaps would never have emerged from human experience alone. Finally, there is a growing trend in exploring social and political themes through AI-generated art, where artists use these resources to reflect on contemporary issues, such as identity, inequality, and the very essence of artistic creation. These new paths are altering the artistic landscape and sparking rich dialogues between traditions and innovations. Reflecting personally on the impact of artificial intelligence on art, I can say that technology presents us with both challenges and opportunities. The ability of AIs to create works that resemble human productions is impressive, and although this can be seen as a threat to originality, it also turns it into a rich source of learning and exploration. I recently attended an exhibition that featured algorithmically generated paintings, and the effect was both fascinating and unsettling. When I came across these works, I realized that the emotions they evoke are no less valid simply because they were created by a machine. However, the question that remains is how our appreciation of art changes in this context. The emotions and meaning we attribute to AI creations make us question the role of human experience in artistic appreciation. Art needs to reflect experiences that many indicate cannot be replaced. Therefore, even in a world full of technological innovations, the human touch in artistic creation may continue to be an irreplaceable element. Protecting your rights as an artist in a world dominated by artificial intelligence technologies is an essential issue that needs to be addressed. As artistic production becomes more accessible through AI-based software, artists may find their work being replicated or manipulated without due recognition or compensation. To support their creations, it is essential that artists understand the importance of existing copyright laws and how they apply in the digital context. Work records, clear terms of use, and contracts can help ensure that an artist's original work is protected. Furthermore, there is a need for ongoing education about how technology can affect the artistic field. Courses, workshops, and discussion groups can be essential to provide support, information, and a network of solidarity between artists. By appropriating knowledge about their rights, artists can not only defend their creations, but also actively participate in the discussion about what it means to be a creator in the 21st century. Proactivity in this aspect will be vital to navigate the complexity of the contemporary art scene. I invite everyone to reflect on these questions and share their opinions on the role of artificial intelligence in art. What are your experiences with machine-assisted art production? Do you see AI as an ally or a rival? Has your view on authorship and creativity evolved with the presence of these technologies? This debate needs to be broad and inclusive, encompassing different perspectives and stories. For example, some people may feel threatened by the idea that a machine can produce art, while others may consider it an incredible opportunity to expand the horizons of creativity. Thus, we will open space for a rich exchange of ideas. To do this, create a space for dialogue, whether in online forums, art groups, or even between friends and family. By expressing your thoughts and listening to the voices of others, we can get closer to building a collective understanding on this fascinating topic. After all, art is an expression of human life, and By discussing it, we come even closer to the essence of what it means to create in an era of rapid change. The intersection of artificial intelligence and artistic production invites us to reevaluate our notions of authorship, creativity, and aesthetic value. We need to understand that the essence of art is a dance between human and machine, where both parties have a role in creation, and this collaboration can generate new forms of expression that reflect the complexity of the human experience. We're curious to know, what story would you like to hear next? What topics about art and technology fascinate and challenge you? How do you see the contribution of artificial intelligence to art? Do you believe that the presence of AI enriches or impoverishes creative expression? What ethical implications do you see in this new scenario? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with future videos. Come explore more about the relationship between art and artificial intelligence with us.